So, ladies and gentlemen, we promised you an update a number of weeks ago on the new CBS soap opera, The Gates. And there's been some movement in recent days. We want to give you all the latest details. Now, the series was supposed to be called The Gates, but now it's going to be called Beyond the Gates. Now, this upcoming American TV soap opera is created by Michel Valjean. The series is the first daytime television soap to feature an African American cast in Generations 89 and the first new daytime soap to debut on a major broadcast network in 25 years since Passions in 1999. It was centered around the Duprés, a wealthy African American family in the gated community of Fairmount Estates. Scheduled debut on CBS as part of its daytime block in early 2025, it will replace the canceled talk show The Talk. Beyond the Gates will tell a story of a wealthy black family in a posh gated community. This family, known as Duprés, will reside in Fairmount Estates, located in the Maryland and Washington, D.C. area. Now, Robert Guzza Jr. is also an executive producer, along with 7 others. Production locations will be at Assembly Studios in Atlanta. Production companies will include Procter & Gamble, the NAACP, and CBS Studios. Now, on September 1924, the first 3 castings were announced by TV Insider. Tamara Tourné was cast as Anita Dupré, a once famous singer who worked hard to succeed and raised $2 with her now retired senator husband. Daphne Duplex and Carla Mosley were cast as Anita's daughters, Nicole Dupré Richardson and Danny Dupré, respectively. Nicole is described as a high-achieving and competitive philanthropist and psychiatrist and exudes warmth, empathy, and compassion, while Danny is described as a former model turned momager who gave up his career for love. Other regular roles and breakdowns were revealed via TV Insider. Patrick, a retired senator, described as gentle, humble, and generous, husband of Betty, holding a family secret. Elizabeth, a paralegal, engaged to Joseph following an extramarital affair. Marcus, a congressman following his grandfather's footsteps, married to Danielle, have 2 adopted children together, desires to be the first black openly gay president. Sam, a plastic surgeon at Garland Memorial Medical Center in Washington, runs and operates their own private practice with friend Lester Fine. Stacy owns a real estate agency which specializes in luxury properties. Courtney, a charmingly intense woman who experiences a chance encounter that triggers his suppressed feelings connected to the death of her husband. Now, Jillian, who resides in Washington, is the daughter of Sarah, sister of Cheryl, granddaughter of Betty, and married to David, who is a police officer. Diane describes as a bit of a mystery with 2 faces with a plan to righting a grievous wrong. Louis, a personal trader of Fairmount, who has his eye on one of the married women who lives in the gated community. Allison, the spoiled daughter of Jessica and Sam. Armand, a freelance photographer who was philanthropic following the death of his parents a decade ago, nephew of Sam. Cheryl, a reluctant successful model with a heavy cocaine addiction, daughter of Sarah. Rick, a fireman who was described as fearless. David, a descendant of a family law enforcement officials, known to get too personally interested in these cases. Katie, daughter of a single mother with a genuine desire to assist others. Tom Hernandez, a confident attorney. Joseph, an attorney who's engaged with Elizabeth following their affair. And Mike, a high-powered law partner to Joseph, who has been accused of sexual impropriety in the workplace. Now, on February 23rd, 2024, it was reported that Valjean was departing the Bold and Beautiful after having written for the soap for 12 years. The following Monday, it was announced that she was developing a new daytime soap that would follow the lives of the wealthy black family. Again, produced as a joint venture of CBS, NAACP, and Procter & Gamble. On March 15, 2024, it was reported the series was under accelerated development. On April 15 the same year, it was reported CBS ordered a serial originally titled The Gates for series debut in possibly January 2025. Now, Beyond the Glass, again, will be the first black daytime soap to feature an African-American cast. It will also be the first new daytime soap opera to debut on American broadcast TV since Passions in July 1999. Now, as well as the first daytime soap opera to be produced by Procter & Gamble since Guiding Light and As the World Turns ended a run on 2009 and 2010, respectively, on CBS. Now, in July 2024, is reported soap opera writing and production veterans Robert Guzza Jr. and Julie Hannon Carruthers had joined the serial as EPs alongside Valjean. Taping begins November 4th this year in Atlanta. Sky Sandifer, credited for her work as script coordinator on Ambitions, was announced as the writer's assistant for the serial the following month. The names and descriptions were revealed of the main characters on August 15, 2024. Now, again, to be filmed at Assembly Studios, soap opera Network did report the writer's room had been set and will include some familiar names in the genre. Now, on September 9, 2024, the additional character breakdowns were added, as were on October 4th, 2024. Now, there's no indication of what's going to happen with international distribution. We all know that many major networks in Canada are being interested in the soap. Now, just to give you a little indication of the key actress, because you would be familiar to many of you, and of course it's Tamara Tuine. Now, she's been an American film, stage, and TV actress, director, and producer. She was on As the World Turns from 87 to 95, 2000 to 2007, and 2009. She also played Melinda Warner in the NBC police drama Law & Order Special Victims Unit up until 2021 from 2000. She also appeared in films such as The Rising Sun, The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino, The Caveman's Valentine, and received an Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Nomination for Flight, and Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. The native of Homestead, Pennsylvania, she was the fourth of 6 children raised in a family-run funeral home by parents James W. Tuine and Evelyn Tuine. She sang in her church choir, was in a high school band, took dance lessons, and was an honor student in Steel Mill Town. I like to say those of us from Pittsburgh, particularly from the Steel Valley area, were forged by the fire, and I think it makes us very strong and very resilient and prepares us to launch into the world and into life. She received a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater from Carnegie Mellon University in 1981, and she was elected to the university's Board of Trustees in 2020. Now, she made her Broadway debut alongside Lena Horne, and Lena Horne, the lady in her music, and of course was on As the World Turns as the popular attorney Jessica Griffin. She also received NAACP Image Award nominations for the same role in 03 and 04. And again, she has guest starred in numerous primetime series, including Swift Justice, Law and Order, Chicago Hope, New York Undercover, and Sex and the City. And then, anyway, she was also on NYT and PD Blue as Lillian Fancy in a recording role from 94 to 97. So filmography, big movies, of course. Wall Street, Bloodhounds of Broadway, Rising Sun, Eve's Bayou, The Peacemaker, The Devil's Advocate, Snake Eyes, Irreplaceable You, and A Journal for Jordan, and of course Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, where she played Sissy. On TV, Spencer for Hire, As the World Turns, NYPD Blue, Tribeca, Sequest DSV, New York Undercover, Swift Justice, Law and Order, Rebound, The Legend of Earl the Gold Mango, Feds, Chicago Hope, New York Undercover, Sex and the City, Law and Order, 24, Law and Order, Trail by Jury, Days of Our Lives, The Good Wife, Golden Boy, Alpha House, The Red Road, Chicago Fire, Elementary, Blue Bloods, Better Call Saul, C, Cowboy Bebop, and Law and Order, Organized Crime, where she played Dr. Melinda Warner. Now, awards and nominations, quite a few. Soap Opera Digest Awards, nominated Outstanding Supporting Actress in 95. 2002 Independent Spirit, nominated for the Caveman's Valentine. Soap Opera Digest Awards, nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actress. And also 2004 NAACP Award nomination for As the World Turns. Special Merit Award and Black Reel Award for Flight. And Obie Awards in 2016 for Familiar. Now, the nominations for Flight for St. Louis Film Critics Association and Black Reel Awards. So I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be a lot like As the World Turns meets Guiding Light. Most CBS soaps are. They're more intellectual, and they do have heavy romance, but the intellectual side stays. I would figure, ladies and gentlemen, in Canada, you're going to be looking at probably an hour-long soap. There's no indication of what it's going to be, but I think it will be. I think it'll find a good international audience. And again, it takes about 6 months to a year for a soap to hit its stride, so give it a chance. We have a good cast and good supporting group. So Beyond the Gates coming up in January 2025. If you like what we're doing here with our TV updates, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.